Hey guys, good morning. Today is Monday, April 4th. Welcome back to another week of distance learning. This week, we are going to focus on our essential question, which is up at the top left of your screen, and it is, how can learning about the past help you understand the present? So we will be reading this week about all of the things from the past that have helped us understand today. So let's take a look at treasures from the past. Let's talk about the photograph first. Archaeologists go on expeditions to find artifacts. Now, artifacts are things that tell us about the past. Artifacts teach us about the way people lived long ago. We can study the past to learn how it was shaped and how it shaped the world that we live in today. Take a look at the picture. Archaeologists search for artifacts that will explain how people lived long ago. These clues to the past are a treasure of information about the foundations of our country and other countries. So artifacts don't just tell us about our country, they give us information about other countries as well. What are some places that archaeologists look for artifacts? It's a great question to think about as we go through this lesson. Why is learning about the past important? That's also a really great question. Think about our past and why would it be important to help us decide about things in our future or help us learn about things in our future? How can it help us understand the present? As we go through this week, I want you to keep our essential question in mind. Think about how the past helps us understand the present. Now, let's get into our vocabulary words for this week. Remember, these words are going to be in the story that we read this week. They will help you understand the information that you read. Let's take a look at our vocabulary words. Our first vocabulary word this week is archaeology. Say it with me. Archaeology. Archaeology is the study of the way humans lived a long time ago. Take a look at the picture. The graduate student in archaeology helped to uncover the ancient temple. How does archaeology help us to learn about the past? That's right, archaeology does help us learn about the past because we're able to uncover clues and information about the way people lived in the past. Good job. Our next vocabulary word is the word document. Say it with me. Document. To document something means to keep a record. Let's take a look at this short video that will give us some more information about document.
Document something means to keep a record.
Right, so that's exactly what I just told you. You can see in that picture, the little girl is keeping a document, possibly of her adventures at the sea. Helen writes in her diary so she can document the events of the day. Now, a document is kind of like a diary where you keep your thoughts and things like that. So you can see that's what Helen is doing right there. How might an explorer document her travels? Let's take a look at our next word. Our next word is the word era. Say it with me. Era. An era is a period of time in history, usually beginning with an important event. Take a look at the photograph. That's a photograph of an era space exploration. The moon landing in 1969 began a new era of space exploration. What invention ended the era of the horse and buggy? What invention was that, guys? You're right, that was the car that was invented that ended that era. People no longer used a horse and a buggy to get around. They decided to drive a car. Your next word this week is evidence. Say it with me. Evidence. Evidence is proof of something. The detectives looked for evidence at the crime scene. Why do detectives look for evidence? You're right. Detectives do look for evidence so they can solve the mystery to things that have happened. Good job, guys. Another word that you will hear this week is the word expedition. Say it with me. Expedition. An expedition is a journey made for a particular reason. The wildlife biologist led an expedition to explore the rainforest. What kind of expedition would you like to lead? Now, that could be a great exploration to explore your answer. Let's take a look at the next vocabulary word. Your next vocabulary word is the word permanent. Say it with me. Permanent. Let's watch this short video clip to get some more information on the word permanent.
Permanent. Something that is permanent is lasting.
That's right. Something that is permanent is long-lasting. It typically does not go away. Think about a permanent marker. You probably do not want to draw with yourself using a permanent marker because it will stick for a really long time. The pyramids were made of large stones, so they stayed fixed and permanent. What is a synonym for permanent? Hit the pause button while you think of a synonym. When you're ready, hit the play button, and we'll move on to our next word. Our next word this week is the word tremendous. Say it with me. Tremendous. Something that is tremendous is very large or great. I can see a tremendous number of stars in the sky tonight. What is an antonym for tremendous? Now remember, last week we focused on antonyms, and antonyms are the opposite. So what would be the opposite of tremendous? If tremendous means very large or great, then you are absolutely correct. An antonym, or the opposite, would be small or very little. Good job. Let's take a look at our last word for this week. Our last word this week is uncover. Say it with me. Uncover. Let's watch this short video clip to get some more information about the word uncover.
Uncover. To uncover something is to discover it or make it known.
What did you uncover when you cleaned the old painting? So you can see in that picture, that man uncovered the painting, and we want to know what he noticed. What might you uncover if you lift up a big rock by a pond? That's right, you might see a frog. You might see other bugs living underneath that rock. That's absolutely correct. Well, those are all of your vocabulary words for this week. Don't forget to focus on your essential question, which is how the past helps us tell about the present. You're going to head over to Wonders and you're going to complete your vocabulary assignment, which is on page 241. So head over to Wonders now and complete page 241, which focuses on your vocabulary words for this week. Bye guys, I'll see you tomorrow.